I'll bring this Town of Vinalhaven Board of Selectmen's meeting to order. For Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. Roll call, Eric Gasparini, myself, Kate Warren is on Zoom, Elizabeth Funker, and Marjorie Stratton. Number 2, approve agenda. We cannot do that at this moment, can we?
You have three.
can.
You have three.
Oh, right, he can vote on.
Yeah.
Approve agenda.
Second.
All in favor. Approve the minutes from May 19th, 2026 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor. Approve and sign treasurer's warrants number 49.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor. Number 5, communications.
I don't have anything.
Number 6, speakers from the floor.
We're audience.
I can be a speaker.
What would you like
I just
to
want
say?
to tell you that I approved the renewal for Dot and Millie's liquor license.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I have.
Okay. Number 7, committee and departmental reports and appointments. Downtown project, Gabe, you on here?
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I don't see you, but I can hear you. We
I
can hear you.
I apologize. I'm at a location on the mainland and I have like one bar on my cell phone, so I thought I would call in instead of video with Zoom. So anyway, hopefully this works.
That's fine.
As long as you can hear me.
Yep.
Yeah, so just quick update downtown project. There's not all that much happening this week. There's not really any construction on the island. The only thing that could happen is JBI might come out and start to do some planning around the water project or the temporary main. But most of what's happening this week is behind the scenes, trying to just resolve some things on paper, meaning like some of the conflicts with the sewer and water and storm water. And then I think there were just a few other miscellaneous items that they're addressing this week. So we should see them back next week, but I don't have an update on that yet, and we may not have an update on that till Friday. So the only thing we know for certain about the broader project is that Dan Ford and his crew are planning to work with Jake Stanley next Tuesday. They're hoping to, if the weather is good and all goes well, they're hoping to pave the approaches to the boat ramps and be able to finish that project entirely. We'll see, but that's the plan. They're hoping to be able to do it all in one day. It's possible they might, take longer than that. It just, depends on multiple factors, but that's what they've reported as their plan. So folks can just kind of be on the lookout. We'll be able to give a better update as that date approaches. But Tuesday, election day, is when they're planning. So I think unless Marjorie or Pam, you have some other updates you want to share, I think that's all I have at the moment for downtown project.
No, I don't have anything to add. Okay, thanks, Gabe.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. 7B, excuse me, Public Works. Millie?
More of the same old, same old. We've got, I think, 2 dirt roads left to resurface a little bit and back drag. And we're back onto ditching. And hopefully within the next 2 weeks, we'll start up on North Haven Road, replacing culverts and getting that ready for pavement for July. And then we'll move on from that in August to overlaying the first half of Round the Island Road. That's
Good.
it.
Summer is here.
Summer is here, busy, busy.
Okay, thank you. 7C, Main State Ferry Service Advisory Board update.
Well, yeah, I went to the advisory board meeting last week and just took a few notes that the boat that they have in construction, the Dinsmore, is done, but it's still down in Mississippi. And it's the first hybrid boat that they've ever had, electric and diesel. So they're really having well, as I understand it, I mean, I don't want to sound negative, but they haven't accepted it because there are problems with integrating the two systems, and they don't want to take delivery of the boat until that's all ironed out. So I'm not sure when it will be here, but my understanding is that that boat is going to come to Vinalhaven. I thought that that boat was built for Swan's Island, so I really need to get clarification because Dinsmore is the name of a
Yeah.
former Swan's Island captain. But I think they want to have it here in Rockland so that they can keep an eye on it, so to speak. But maybe I'm speaking a little bit out of turn, so I'm going to check with EJ about the final location of that boat, because then we would lose the
Thompson.
Thompson,
Well,
and the Thompson would go to Swans.
would it be just maybe a temporary thing until, see that it's working?
Yeah, I want to check in with,
Yeah, make sure the bugs are,
Yeah,
yeah,
so it'll probably be there forever.
yeah, our new boat.
And if this was hybrid, wasn't there something with being able to
You
plug
have,
it in
you have to
somewhere?
have electric,
Yeah,
some, what's the word I'm looking for?
Doesn't it charge off the
The base,
diesel engine?
maybe.
they have to have a place to be able to recharge.
Be a Rockland-based boat.
the other vessel that went out to bid and came back really high, so they're kind of regrouping and deciding what to do with that. But it will be back out to bid this fall 2026. And as far as I know, it will be another hybrid vessel. And it was supposed to be named the Mitchell, but now they're considering a name change since all of that controversy about Mitchell happened. But I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. The Rockland parking lot decking is still in the plan for next year. When they say next year, does that mean 2027? So there, we still have the opportunity to have additional parking. And there's one other thing. Oh, they are going to use Seaward Services again this summer because of the number of employees that are asking for time off. They're just concerned and they want to keep, their goal is always to have 100% reliability. So they're going to use that service again this summer. And, I just think that it's forward thinking, if they have to renew that contract. I mean, they never really got rid of the contract. They still have a relationship with Seaward. So that will be happening. Any questions that I might answer? Oh, the other thing was that they're considering having safety stand-down days. They have a issue with the employees don't want to come in on their day off to do safety training, but they have to do the safety training. So one of the solutions that they have is just simply, not having service for a few hours, for instance, maybe in the middle of the day, just so they can bring employees in and get the safety training done.
Winter maybe, winter hours maybe.
Yeah, so they're considering that, just to let you know.
How often do they have that, I wonder, do you know?
Well, it seems to me that there's different safety trainings and, it's different than, occasionally the Coast Guard will come on the
Right.
boats and do an inspection, but it's different from that kind of training. I mean, it's coming into the office and sitting down and doing, I don't know, what's an example of what that might be?
I mean, they would probably be doing fire suspension, they would
Right.
be doing
Yeah.
hazmat.
But do they do it on a monthly basis or annual?
That I don't know.
Yeah, that was my question,
Several
how
categories
often
on
they
an annual basis normally.
have to do it.
Yeah, most trainings is if you complete it within annually, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll ask AJ to clarify. Any other questions that you might have about ferry service or anything I could ask AJ?
I think I'm all set on that. Eric?
I'm good.
8, old business. A, draft Knox County Sheriff's Office contract.
So, we don't have enough people here to sign this contract. This is essentially, I mean, I compared this contract to the contract that we signed way back in March. I don't see, other than maybe the wording is a little different, it's essentially the same thing that we signed. And then, I honestly, I guess I have a question for them as to why that one wasn't accepted. I mean, this one has the same language, as far as the housing goes, the costs, you know, how we pay for things. I've continued to be somewhat perplexed by, why that one wasn't accepted when that one was sent to us from Knox County. So, what we would need is, if you like, a vote to sign this one. If Tom is here later on in the meeting, we could sign it.
Just table it for a minute until he gets here.
I know that we were concerned about may include versus will include. And
Right,
they-
change that
they'll
to
say-
will.
Yeah, they did.
That was,
They did do that.
that seemed to be like pretty much the largest hangup we had. We would prefer to, you know,
But that
Have the
was
county
in,
do
but
the
that was in the one that we sent.
yeah,
And signed.
yeah.
So,
And then we had quite a discussion about the check-in with the Board of Selectmen meeting once a month. A monthly check-in with you via Zoom and whoever you asked to attend with you, along with the island deputy attending the first meeting of the month with the BOS during their normal meetings. Well, this is the first meeting of June, and I didn't hear anybody calling to see, or to have them put on the agenda, or, so I think that's something we need to ask them to do, because we want to ask questions, not necessarily questions that involve things that, you know, that they can't talk about, but like the report that they're supposed to have for us.
so
This,
tomorrow is the, monthly meeting with,
Captain Smith,
Captain Smith.
right. What time is that?
I think it's,
11?
no, I think it's earlier than that.
Well, I just don't understand why bother to have it in the contract if they're not gonna,
Oh, it is 11, I'm sorry, it is 11 o'clock, you're right.
if they're not going to honor their side of it.
But you're talking about a deputy coming to this meeting.
Right,
The monthly check-in with the town manager by the sheriff administrator, they have been doing that.
right.
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, you know, there's things in the report that, like their, uh, some of the things that they do, I don't understand what it means, like, there's so many property checks, for example, like, is that just a random, do you get calls from, you know, like,
Yeah.
alarms, or, you know, just questions like
Yeah.
that, that'd be
I
nice
think
to
I think a
ask,
lot of that is.
yeah.
An alarm goes off and
But they, you know, how do you know what's, I just think it's important that they,
a deer sets off an alarm.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
And they go up to the end of Zeke's Point Road instead of doing something important down here in town, frankly.
So did you want to table this until later in the meeting?
yes,
or-
please.
Yes. Yes.
What's that, Peyton?
Oh, I was just agreeing that we should table it.
Well, we're gonna table it until Tom gets here, because we have nobody present to sign anything at the meeting tonight. So it's very discouraging that out of 5 people, only 2 of us are present. And it's unnecessary, in my opinion. Okay, moving on to 8B, debt service assumption agreement. We're gonna have to pull that down to the end of the meeting to wait for Tom also.
Okay,
So A and B will be when he gets here from the ferry.
oh, the next one is Gabe,
Under new business?
yeah.
Yep. 9, new business, community action grant, review and approve application for MCOG assistance with comprehensive plan update. Gabe, you still there?
I am still here, yes.
Okay.
Did anyone have like questions after reading the memo, or did you want me to explain anything?
Oops, where is it? Oh, there it is.
I'm happy to give a quick overview too, if that's helpful.
Yeah, go ahead, just so everybody
Okay,
understands.
so
Thank you.
just one of the things that the planning commission and Marjorie have been discussing with MCOG is that the 2025 the existing comprehensive plan for the town expired in 2025. There's been discussion about contracting with MCOG to facilitate that the next comprehensive planning process. The commission feels very strongly about like how actionable the plan is. We discussed, you know, using the plan to kind of address some like larger scale questions that come up in the community, and they just happen to be around resilience issues like, okay, so what happens long term with downtown? You know, that's sort of one big question out there. That's just an example. So one of the things the community action grant can fund are these like a climate resilience plan, or, you know, looking at how infrastructure and community assets are impacted by extreme weather. So thinking about like flooding, for instance, or, you know, flooding, whether it's due to storm surge, or flooding, whether it's due to extreme precipitation. So what assets are impacted by that, and then what sort of problems do you want to solve? So one of the things that, you know, we've kind of done this a little bit piecemeal, but this is a way where we can incorporate a resilience planning process with the comp plan process, and if funded, be able to have that, you know, have that part of the comprehensive plan, a resilience action plan, be funded through this community action grant. So things that, you know, it could incorporate to make it actionable are sort of not just like, well, what would you do to adapt certain things, or what would you do, what would you change, but also looking at like how much would it cost, like what are those options for changing things, what is most impacted, and what kinds of impacts would that have, not just, you know, on the infrastructure itself, but maybe on the economy, maybe on certain populations on the island. So kind of a holistic look at how to address certain, basically coming down to like infrastructure adaptation, and accompanying that, being able to put sort of a capital improvement plan where you could look at things from a risk perspective and say, oh, you know, the North Haven Road's a great example. Like, what should be addressed sooner rather than later, and what are the price tags for that? So that's in a nutshell, like what the proposal is for, a actionable resilience plan for the island. In it would align with the comprehensive planning process, which I know we haven't really discussed or approved yet, but this grant basically covers all of the aspects of the resilience plan, or the proposal, I should say. That's what it's asking for.
Thank you, Gabe. So there's a recommended motion at the bottom just to agree with applying for the grant.
Does anybody have any questions about this?
Well, and we budgeted for it, of course,
Right,
obviously depending on approval at town meeting, correct?
That's correct, yep.
so I move to authorize the town of Vinalhaven to apply for a community action grant in the amount of $70,000 to support development of a resilience action plan.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Gabe.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna hop off since I have this bad service. All right, but thank you all. Have a good night.
You too, thank you.
Bye now. New aquaculture permit application, 9B.
So there are, I think there's a total of 4 from the same person. And the applicant is Zach Jones. And it's for oysters. I don't know how much information we put in your packet. The harbor master has signed off on this.
I mean, we got it in our,
Got it in
in
an
an
email, and it was
email from Darlene.
Okay.
too many pages, so I didn't.
No,
print
that's
it.
fine.
I guess the question is, do you, as a selectman, have any concerns? Or, you know, do you want to write any comments to DMR about these aquaculture leases?
Are they all for mussels, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't, it was hard to read the
It is, yeah.
email, it was so tiny, it's hard to pull it up, but I thought that's
Blue
what it said too.
mussels.
Blue mussels, yep. And it's up in Seal Bay, correct?
I think that top one on the back has a map.
Well, this one has a property owner list as an abutter, Marion Godfrey.
Right,
Combs Neck Trust.
yeah,
Yeah,
if it's up around Ram Island, those places, right?
I'll admit, I don't know all the islands up there on the east side.
Oh, I only do because I used to monitor them for land trust. Ram and Mink Islands. Yeah,
No, grew up on the west side.
that's confusing enough, isn't it, Eric?
There's enough islands over there, remember, yeah. No,
I don't see any reason to
I,
object to it.
no.
I have no comment.
Again.
All set?
Yes.
Do you need a second motion? Or does someone
Um,
make a motion?
Do they
Does-
need a?
No, they
No,
don't.
I
need a
don't, I
motion.
think
Oh,
you just,
okay.
it just has to be
Okay.
signed, yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
just had comments
I'm just
for-
letting you
I
know
gotcha.
that there are some new leases, and if you do have concerns, we need to notify DMR.
No,
Yes, um. 9C, review draft thoroughfare lease agreement. Where is that in this packet? Oh, there it is.
So-
Nope, that is not it.
This is a draft lease from the Lewises
Yeah.
for the thoroughfare parking area where we have the ramp and float. I'm giving this to you as a first read. I mean, right off the bat, they're asking for a $30,000 security deposit, and they're asking for some fencing to be put up. I mean, we didn't put any money in the budget for anything like that.
What was the reason for a security deposit for what exactly?
Well, if you look at, I think it has a whole paragraph about the security deposit. So before they even execute the lease, they want $30,000 to be held by the landlord. So it would be held by them. If the tenant fails to perform any of the obligations hereunder, they can use the security deposit or any portion of to cure such failure. But if you read the lease, you can see that there are also a lot of demands about regulating the parking. They want no overnight parking. They want the parking area to be, how do you
They want it
Delineated.
delineated. That's
delineated
their
as
parking
far
lot.
as parking spaces. So there's a lot that they are requesting that I think that we'll find it difficult to implement. For instance, if the parking is going to be regulated to that extent, it would be almost like we'd have to hire somebody to be up there at least 2 or 3 times a day or throughout
Right.
the day in the summer to,
well, so it looks to me that, so they're okay with overnight parking as long as as long as you reside on North Haven or Vinalhaven on a year-round basis.
And who's gonna determine that?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
So yeah, overnight parking is not, but,
I'd like to, yeah.
Again, it would
Yeah.
require someone to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
there and to monitor, you know,
honestly, I know we've always talked about this kind of casually, but,
I think it's gone beyond casually.
you know, are they interested in selling off a section of their land and just the town acquiring the land?
are they interested in that? I've never directly asked that question.
I don't think anyone has, I just know that in previous boards, like, it's been like and maybe not even at board meetings, but I know I had a conversation with Andy once. You know, just casual conversation, like, you know, eventually, you know, one of these days, what if they just say, no, we don't wanna have any lease? And just, if they're gonna start to become, you know, with more demands, which is their right, it's their property, I wonder if this is a stepping stone towards that. I think they've had problems with the way it's been used for a while, according to what I've heard, you know, third hand,
I mean,
or fourth or fifth hand,
I
but you
do-
know.
I do think that the town has some rights in terms of old right-of-ways. You know, that property is not taxed. It hasn't been taxed
Yeah.
for years. It's not taxed to them.
No,
I think it's a property that's complex in terms of past ownership, if you will. Yes, you're right. We always had a very easy and good relationship with George Lewis Senior. He was always very cooperative and easy to deal with. I'm not trying to characterize the this Lewis siblings as being difficult, but this is certainly a huge shift, you know, and obligations. And I mean, right now, I can't, there'd be no way that we could sign this. I mean, we don't have the money in the budget to do any of this
Don't
stuff.
sign it anyway, even if we did.
Yeah, so, I guess, I mean, do you want
Do we
to,
carry the insurance, that much insurance?
5 million? No.
Okay.
I think ours is 1 million, you know, we do insure it, and I always used to send George an insurance certificate so that he was assured that we did have that listed as an additional insured. What was I gonna say? So, you know, where do we wanna go from here? Do we have questions for the Lewises? Do I just say, you know, I can't possibly do this right now? I mean, just from the simple fact is that we don't have this money in our budget, and we're going to town meeting next week, you know, to adopt a budget that was put in place. You know, we work on the budget in January.
Yeah, I think you do both of those. Say, one, we don't have the money appropriated anyway. Two, why do you need the security deposit? And then if there is a valid reason, the selectmen agree that, okay, you're making a reasonable point, later on have a special town meeting to appropriate it. But as long as he understands that that will take time, you know.
Well, the other thing is that this lease refers to Exhibit A frequently, and there is no Exhibit A. Lisa said that it would be coming,
I think if we're gonna discuss it, we need to discuss it in person with them,
Right.
not, you know, not through lawyers and whatnot. If they wanna talk to us,
That would
I
certainly
think that would be
make
the
it,
best way to do it.
instead of triangulating.
Yep,
You know, let's just figure out what's going
face to
on here.
face, that's what I would recommend,
Hopefully rapidly.
because this is a bit outrageous.
No, I'm just kind of,
You'd have to go up and empty the
Perplexed.
trash every day.
I'm
I know,
perplexed.
I've read it, and that's what I wanted to comment on too, if you don't mind, is one of on the first paragraph, it discusses using the ramp for trucks. They have to be 10,000 pounds or under. There's not a truck that travels up that ramp that is under. I mean, most trucks are loaded with 20 tons of whatever
Right.
is on it. And so if you have to call them and get approval every time we're trying to bring trucks over, it's gonna stop us dead in our tracks, because I don't have a very comfortable feeling about them.
Well, I don't understand what that matters to them, how big a truck goes up
They
that,
shouldn't.
you know, if the transporter lands up there, what do they, I mean, this whole thing is
We've been taking
garbage.
care of the
sorry.
entire property for years.
That's my assessment of this.
Yeah,
So, I think that we need to meet with them and
yeah,
discuss.
yeah.
the other thing that I did, I gave a copy to the town administrator in North Haven, and I suggested to Rebecca that the two boards meet too, because I
Yeah.
mean, this affects North Haven as much as it affects Vinalhaven.
Right.
So that's something to think about. All right, so I'm going to ask for an in-person meeting. We need to get this Exhibit A and see what's in that. And I guess right off the bat, just say, well, there isn't any way that the board could sign this because of the financial obligations in it, because we just don't have that.
You don't have, yeah,
I mean, I always put a little bit of money in for maintenance, but it was $3,500, you know, which was the average of what we spend for repairs and, anyway.
Well, I
All right.
certainly don't disagree with having, you know, parking spaces, because people park. But I mean, you could, you know, to try to have parking spaces that, so people aren't parked on the corners and
But that-
on private property and,
But that begs the
whatnot.
question of who's gonna, because people go up there and they're gonna find a
That's right.
parking space
Mhm.
to go over to North Haven.
yeah,
And
They'll park on the edge of the
what the
road.
Lewises want is complete regulation, and again, we would have to have somebody there.
All the time.
right.
Friday, Saturday night in the summer.
Exactly.
When Calderwood Hall is hopping, that is a,
Well, I think that North Haven would be interested in discussing this
Yeah.
also as well, so.
oh yeah, it's a lifeline for them.
Yeah, what was the directed to overflow parking somewhere?
Yes, there, yeah.
Yeah,
we
that was
have a
one of the
clearly
things.
laid out plan for.
I haven't read it
parking.
completely. I just skimmed through it, so
Yeah.
read it through.
Okay.
All right. Excuse me. Can't get rid of this cough.
Do you need some water, or you got?
I do have water, thank you, Marjorie. So with all that being said, let's move on to 10, report of town manager.
I gave you a budget report. I didn't, we should be at, oh, what did I say, 87, around 87%. I didn't find any, big issues with the current budget,
88.1%
is that what it is? Where did I put that?
on the bottom, on the back page.
That's what we're at, is 88.
Oh, that's where we're at.
Yes. I'm sorry, I guess I didn't hear what you said.
Where we should be and where we are.
Oh, okay.
Versus where we are.
I didn't notice any serious problems about being over budget. Of course, this is the last, this is as of May 19th, and we go through June 30th. So I am not anticipating any serious overages in our budget. I mean, we're close on transfer station, but still on par with where we should be. We've given these reports to all department heads, so they're aware. And we're trying to manage the last month and not go over.
So insurance on everything has gone up, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure.
insurance, yeah, but we're done paying those, that's,
No, I was just noting
Yeah,
that it's,
yeah, like I know, on transfer station, like there, you ended up at 5% over there
yeah,
and 5% over on utilities, which whatever, amounts to what, $3,000 combined.
yeah.
well, certainly the next few weeks will be the test, but.
Right, of course. There's Mr. Anthony,
There he is.
Hi, Tom,
the hero.
thank you.
Good timing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, we just got
Pretty
to,
good.
town manager's report, so,
Eric's hogging them all.
yeah,
Figures.
well, he's gotta sign each document with a different pen.
Just one
Each letter of each document has a different pen.
Rainbow.
One last thing is that I did send a letter to the owners of the house over there on the corner of School Street, and we had a great conversation. He came in, and they're slowly working toward demolition, and he does have a plan, so I'm hopeful that, the final demolition of the burned house will be
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, sad.
Been helping them along.
Yeah, no town classic. An old classic, just one of those old, classic homes.
All right, so we have to go back.
So we'll move back to 9, 8, 8A and 8B, sorry.
Yeah.
8A, draft Knox County Sheriff's Office contract. Do you want a chance to review that, Tom, before we sign? You all set? Okay.
Did we ever make a formal motion to actually sign it? We did, okay.
Nobody made, oh, I'm sorry.
No, we
nobody
haven't made
motion.
a motion
We
for
should
that.
Yeah, we should make.
Do we, is this the copy here, or do you have the,
Sure.
I mean, do you want me to use this one?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Any
matter
of
to
them,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can always get a copy of this
Yeah.
afterward.
I move that we sign the presented
Thank you,
notes
Tom.
by the
Thank you
sheriff's
for
office
coming in.
contract.
Second, all in favor?
All right, so-
Pam's got it, yeah.
Would you please speak, Peyton? Would you please speak your vote?
I said no.
Okay, thank you. That's 3, 4, 1, no. Okay. And got more papers going. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, now, 8B, debt service assumption agreement, schedule special town meeting to follow the annual town meeting on June 11th, 2026.
So as we have discussed several times, this is for the town meeting approval of these debt service assumption agreements that are essentially co-signing for the water district, who is gonna borrow some money from the Maine Bond Bank for a couple of different projects, and the Maine Bond Bank would not finalize those loans without the town assisting by these debt service assumption agreements. So what we're going to do to get this finished is, at the end of the annual town meeting, we have to close down that meeting, but then immediately open up another meeting and just have this one article to approve these agreements. So what we have tonight is the warrant to sign for signature. Yeah,
Need a motion, or we just
yes,
sign it?
yes, I would
I
have.
move that we sign the warrant for special town meeting for the debt service assumption agreement.
Thank you,
Second,
Tom.
all in favor? Okay,
4-0, okay.
And we just have to have that signed.
Please sign that. Yeah, do you still have those aquaculture leases?
I do, I think probably here in the stack.
Don't run away with them,
I would never,
please.
I would never. Mr. Anthony? In fact, what I'll do, Ms. Bunker, is,
thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
right here.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Do we have another one as well to
Nope,
sign?
they put them in one article.
They're gonna be just in the same article. Okay. Is that it?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So those are done. Report of town manager is done. 11, report of members. Tom, you have anything?
All set, thank you.
How'd the ball game go?
We lost.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
Hmm?
That's too bad.
Buckfield,
Yeah,
yeah,
good
they,
team.
it was okay. We get to play them again.
Good.
Playoff game on the
What
ninth.
was the score?
We mercied out 10-0.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
in the fifth. The girls beat our girls too.
yeah, it's a learning experience then.
Well, I mean, we get to play them again on the same field, on their field, in a playoff game next Monday, so
Oh, they have
we
the
learned a couple of things.
field advantage. Yeah,
We learned a couple things.
yeah. Well, this is your last meeting.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Is it?
No.
No, he has another meeting after the town meeting, right?
There is, well, if you want it, if you need it. yeah.
His term ends June 30th,
Yeah.
as is mine, we both have another meeting.
Yeah,
Is it? No,
No, my
we have
term-
another meeting on the,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
sometimes we
after,
haven't done it, depending
oh,
on.
I
next
see,
week
because,
after.
oh, town meeting is next Thursday.
Yeah.
well,
I mean,
there,
technically,
Time's
technically our terms don't end until the
till
30th
the end of
June.
June, that's correct.
Yeah,
So, but anyway,
Anyway,
moving on. Okay, Eric,
I have nothing to report.
are you sure?
I am absolutely positive.
Go ahead.
maybe backtrack.
Yes.
Junk cars have been down in the impound lot for quite a while. Is there any movement on those at all, or?
I don't know which ones are down there.
The ones that are down there, we had too much pipe in the way, cause I didn't get them all out of there in time.
No, all right, so we've got titles for them and they're all,
I think we have titles for 2 out of the 3.
there's a Chevy
Vehicles.
pickup and a little Toyota or
There's a
something.
little, Toyota.
Small
and
car
then-
got
and
wrecked.
then,
And then the
a little
blue Nissan.
Yep,
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd have to look in my file. I have applied for a lot of, abandoned vehicle
vehicles, yeah.
titles. So I'm not gonna say unless I check my
Mhm.
file for the titles.
Yeah,
but
I
think
walked by it with the dogs and I noticed, I'm
I
like,
think
wait
I
a minute,
have
those have been there
3.
for a while.
I think I have 3,
yeah.
Yep.
One of them-
titles.
One of them was like, we couldn't get it out, well, all winter with the snow, we
Right.
didn't even try. And
Right.
then, they put pipe in there this spring before I got everything out of there, so.
Yeah.
My bad on that, but, we looked today, this morning actually, and I think we can get them all out
Yeah.
now, so we'll probably be doing that soon.
Just curious, I know they've been down there a while, when I walk by with the dogs, it's like,
Okay?
Yep.
That it? Peyton, do you have anything you'd like to add?
No,
Okay. And I'm all set, thank you. And everybody's favorite, number 12,
Mr. Gasparini?
I move we get the heck out of here.
could we have a
Say-
proper
I move-
motion,
I
please?
move we adjourn.
Okay.
Sounds like Louis at Lions. Second.
All in favor? Oh, Lord,
At least I said heck.
thank you.
I thought about,